going live. This is a tech test. So school starts tomorrow at the Bauer College of Business at the University of Houston. And every semester I have a bit of a challenge with technical stuff. So I am going to run through a few things and get my dashboard all hunky-dory, hopefully. So here we go. Last semester I started using this cool little tool. It's called a Stream Deck. And so when I push buttons on the Stream Deck, I should have a different camera. Anyway, I'm sure you don't care about my toys, but this is what I'm using. So I'm pushing the button to go to my U of H kind of playlist. This is where I have everything set up so I can do some fun stuff like transitions. And this is what I really want to check out first is the links that I've set up. So if you happen to be subscribed to my channel, my YouTube channel, I appreciate that. I think this is my YouTube channel. That's a button I need to have access to. So that's my new YouTube channel. That's my personal channel, but it is also where I will be posting the videos for this semester. So this video will be in that playlist. So if you want to check out that playlist, it's super easy. You can go to uhplaylist.com. And if everything works the way it's supposed to work, then you will see this semester's playlist there. And if you are an enrolled student in the course, if you're not, don't go to this link. But if you are, I set up a redirect link for the Zoom meeting as well, which is every Tuesday at 10 a.m., which is tomorrow at 10 a.m. I can't wait. I'm going to be ready. But anyway, you can now, this is new, you can go to uhzoom.com, and that should take you right to the page to jump into the meeting. Finally, every semester we have a GroupMe group, and I get to start a new group each week, or each semester rather. Anyway, so UHGRP, it's abbreviated, but that's where you can go to sign up for this GroupMe link. If you're not in the course at the University of Houston at Bauer College of Business, don't do that. Don't join, because I will delete you for sure. But anyway, those are the links I wanted to test. So let me just see if I can get now. Money Study Group, this is one of the links you'll want to check out. This is where you will enroll in the course. This is the online portion of the course. So some students are questioning, why would I have to go to this course and enroll and pay extra money? And that's a good question. Used to be we charged $100 for a textbook. We used Dave Ramsey's content, and it wasn't updated for a long time. It was good stuff. But when COVID hit, I had to spend a tremendous amount of time and money and effort creating an online course that was, I think, much better than what we had before, because it's way interactive, and you're going to find that to be true as we jump into this course. So you got to enroll in the course to get access to most of the, well, not most, pretty much all of the things that you need for the course. Every assignment will be posted to Canvas, and that's where students will post their homework. But the tools that students will use in this course will be online in the online portal, and you'll have access to a couple of things. So I want to just see if I can make this work. I'm going to let's just try this.
Graduate can be a millionaire by age 50 by obeying 3 laws of personal finance. The 3 laws of personal finance are the law of spending and saving, the law of tax-advantaged investments, and the law of purpose and commitment. Some people think this is a very bold claim. Every college graduate can be a millionaire by age 50.
So I'm wondering if you're watching my little tech test, I would love to know if you're able to hear that and if there's any background noise or anything that is kind of out of the ordinary. Hopefully that sounded good. So that's one of the things I'll be playing for students. It's actually, this is in the playlist, I think. So yeah, if you go, this is the actual playlist. If you go to uhplaylist.com, this is what you'll see. And if you go there, when I finish this, this video, it should be in this live video. We are live right now. Did I tell you that? We're going live. I'm going live to my personal channel at Jim Munchbach. Munchbach has an H on the end. If you want to subscribe, you'll hit the little bell and you'll get notified. But this is also going to several other YouTube channels, and it's going to our Facebook page, which is here. Yeah, this is our Facebook page, Millionaire Habits. It is actually facebook.com at coach. I think that's what it is. Yeah, coach. If you can't see that, I'm sure. Can you see that? No, you can't see that because it's too far up. But anyway, that's what that page is. It's Millionaire Habits. So what else? So let's see. I have done a couple of cool things. But I'm trying to figure out what do I need to do next. And whenever I'm thinking and I have a moment of pause where I just don't know what to do, I hit this little ThinkPad button so I can think, gives me a second, and then from there I can do some other things, like push some more buttons. But at this moment, I'm not sure what buttons I want to push. I know I have the race car button, which is always one of my favorites. So what else do I have on my dashboard? I have a lot of buttons on my little Stream Deck. I had to look at the name of the Stream Deck to remember what the Stream Deck is. Again, this was a new toy from last semester. My friend David Sparks, who is the guy who turned me on to Mac computers years and years ago, back in 2012. He uses these things like crazy, and yeah, I don't know. Let's see. The Thinking Man. So it's kind of crazy. There's a lot of technology being employed right now, and so I'm going to just turn off the race car, go back to that, and let's see what else we got. Can I get rid of that? Some of this stuff is superfluous. It's unnecessary, but I updated this the other day. And so let's see. This is, by the way, the playlist for last semester. And I only wanted to mention that because if you go to my YouTube channel at Jim Munchbach, Munchbach has an H on the end, you will see that the way I'm organizing my channel is with playlists. And one of the playlists that you'll see is last semester's playlist from the fall 2023 semester of personal finance. And so I'm mentioning that because if you're a student, I have some amazing students in my courses, and I've come to believe that the A students, the ones who are just committed to do whatever it takes to earn an A, unlike what I was like in college, those students, if I give them more information, they will consume it. They will probably watch all these videos at double speed, but these are the videos that I posted from the Zoom meetings last semester. So each lecture is there in the playlist. Again, I would not do that. I wouldn't spend my time doing that, but it is there if you want to, jump in and take a peek. You're welcome to do that. I'm not trying to prevent you from doing that. This is this semester's playlist, which is pretty empty. This is why we're doing a tech test. So I think here's one thing I want to do is I want to check the music. So we do have music. I have some really cool music clips that I love to play. Last semester I did like Styx, mainly it was Styx, The Grand Illusion, one of my favorite albums, one of my favorite songs. And I played a clip from that song, and I asked my students to think about the words of that song and what they meant. And it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to get their responses. But I did get flagged on YouTube for using unapproved. I didn't have access to that content. Obviously, it's a great song, and I basically stole a few seconds of it, and I got scolded. So I have the buttons right here, and I want so bad to push them. But if I do, this video will get prohibited. So let me see. I'm going to go to, if I can figure out where to go. I need to get this fixed. So oh, here we go. I just figured it out, I think. I'm looking for my sound effects. This is definitely why it's good to do a tech check. Because one of the things I want to do, I don't really need to do it right now, but I wanted to do it. Oh, I know another thing I wanted to do was I didn't do it. So hopefully you're enjoying this time with me. I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to grab a link and I'm going to pop this link into my, if I can, I'm going to pop it right in here. And then you'll be able to see what I'm looking at, because this is the link that I posted for this. I did post this. So here we go. Back to the test. So here we go. I basically posted this just so I could play with it. I don't know if you're familiar with these or not, but if you're a Mac user, one of the cool things you can do is create these tabs, and they changed it too. So here I can do a drop down for the tab that I'm using this semester, and it has all of these tabs, or browser windows, I guess. Tabs, yeah, each one of those are a tab. So that's the one I just posted. Let me get rid of that and just put that up there. So that works. That was super easy way to, it's a super easy way for me to use technology. One of the things I've been working on here is my WealthCare wiki, and I didn't post it yet. How to invest. I've got a ton of content. This is like my BayRock research portal. And well, you don't care, but just so you know, I'm going to jump over here real quick, and I'm going to find I'm going to post what I just posted. I created a folder for this semester, and it's just going to help me. I think it's going to help me get things done a little simpler. So I'm hitting publish right now, and I'm going to, now I should be able to refresh this page. And this is how easy it is. I'm using Obsidian for my research portal. And so you can see now, I just posted this UH personal finance. I have spring. So the same, I know you don't care, but if my wife is watching, she just likes to hear me talk sometimes. That's not really true. She really doesn't. Nobody does, but maybe me. Anyway, I posted this in the WordPress site. missionalmoney.com is where I post content for the course. But I have this Obsidian basically toolbox that allows me to do some cool things that I'm working on. All of my research projects start in Obsidian. So anyway, I just posted this. It took me 2 seconds to post this. And basically, it's got all of the content that I'm trying to check in this tech test. So let me just look through my list here. My ECAMM live virtual mic is working. I know that. Well, I think it is. I hope it is. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to just get rid of some stuff out of my face. So now I'm seeing what you're seeing. And by the way, I did have an interesting little thing to play with. So what I just did is I changed cameras and I moved this is my iPad. I'm saying these things out loud so I can make sure I have a good understanding of what I'm working on. But I'm looking at my iPad and I just changed cameras. It's got this silly kind of, what do you call it? An effect. So I wanted to kind of have the effect that I'm looking at my iPad. I'm actually looking at my iPhone 13 Plus and my Logitech Brio camera is behind my phone. It was kind of an accident. You know how they made Reese's peanut butter cups, right? They accidentally, remember the commercial where they accidentally got chocolate into the peanut butter? That's what happened here. It may be lame as can be, but when I saw that my camera was jacked up, I thought, you know what, that might work for one of my camera views to just pretend that I'm looking at my iPad, even though it's my iPhone. And it gives me the kind of blurry thing in the back. And yeah, I know. I have way too much time on my hands today. Tomorrow, no time on my hands. So back to the normal look. And let me see. I'm going to try a couple of things real quick. I'm going to go to UH, back where I was. I'm going to get rid of my YouTube. Oh, I want to get rid of that one, and hit that one. So these are the things I have to remember to hit, these buttons, and I know where they are, and I don't want to have to spend too much time thinking about it. Now, I kind of lost track, but one of the things I wanted to do was go to I wanted to go to sound effects. So now I'm going to hit some sound effects, and hopefully they work. I hear it. I'm assuming you hear it. One of the big problems I've had, two problems with audio. So one of the reasons I'm checking the virtual mic is because I've got a Fifine Mic, which is for the price of this thing, it's a great mic. You don't see it, but it's right there. If I pull it forward, it's kind of hard to hear. You hear me messing. But the virtual mic, so I'm using ECAMM Live, and ECAMM Live has a virtual mic that allows me to use everything that I do on ECAMM Live is going to show up in Zoom. So when I do the Zoom meeting, the students who are in the Zoom room will see everything you're seeing here. They'll hear everything you're hearing here if I have everything set up right. And I did do a test drive in the Zoom meeting a little while ago. I used my iPad, big old iPad Pro, and logged in with a different account, and I recorded it, and everything worked. So I'm good to go. Same thing with the virtual camera. All of these cameras that are connected to ECAMM Live allow me to switch cameras and go back and forth. So I'm able to do a lot of cool stuff. So I have some sound effects. I have a whole dashboard here that I'm looking at for sounds. And like I said, I have these amazing clips of really cool songs from the 80s, basically, that really make you think. I mean, someday soon you'll stop to ponder, what on earth's this spell you're under? We made the grade, but still we wonder who the hell we are. That's a quote. That's not a quote. It's a little clip from the song Grand Illusion by Styx. And I played that for my students. And I'm telling you, it was a great way to get a conversation started. So that was cool. Let me see. I think I have a drum roll somewhere, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, back to, I got to go back to home. I need to do a little work on getting things together here because I don't have I won't be able to do music. I have to get rid of these two buttons, so I will replace these two buttons, the Styx clips, with just a regular background music. That should be good. So anyway, that's that. device settings. I'm using my MacBook Pro, which is awesome, and it seems to be working. The camera, I don't like to use the camera for that because it's super ugly. I mean, I'm kind of super ugly in that one. And I just moved my laptop around to get that one set up, but I don't use that one very much. I like to use this one just because it's got that cool, goofy, thing I just discovered kind of thing. And then if I go back to I got a full camera there. It's the same. It's my iPhone 13 Pro Max. Awesome for, using for live streaming. So I could have paid a lot of money for a camera, but instead I use my iPhone, which I think it works great with this MacBook. So yeah, the MacBook Pro Max, that's working. Camera full again, that's working. Camera A, that's the one I use most of the time. Camera B is when I change my scene and put it in the middle and pretend I'm looking at my iPad, which I am looking at my iPad. That's my iPad that I'm looking at. That's my phone that I'm pretending to look at my iPad. Okay, so that's camera B. I go back to camera A. Now I want to try 2 more videos to just make sure they work. Hey there, hope you're doing great. I'm Jim Munchbach, CEO of BayRock Financial, and in this short video I want to show you how to create your profile in RightCapital. RightCapital is the financial planning software that we use at BayRock Financial. So let's jump right in. Well, I always
if you're
forget to mute my
watching,
mic.
you can see that I am on the home page of BayRockFinancial.com. So if you go to BayRockFinancial.com, you'll see what I'm seeing. I know you saw my mouth moving and you weren't hearing me because my mic was muted. It's one of the things I always forget. So if I don't mute my mic when I play a video, there's a setting in ECAMM Live that cancels echo, but it also gives this weird squeaky sound in the audio because it's transcoding, it's doing some technical stuff. So it's best just to mute this mic, but I always forget to mute the mic. And then when I mute the mic, guess what else I forget? I forget to unmute the mic. So yeah, that's when I play these little video clips, that's kind of my issue.
We want to achieve our financial goals, but sometimes we're not sure how to reach them. We are here to help put you on the path to financial success so you can get where you want to be. Our holistic approach gives you a better look into your finances so you can invest, save, and pay down debt intelligently. We help you plan for retirement, save for college, review your portfolio, optimize your Social Security and tax strategies, and much more. Our cutting-edge technology allows you to log in and view your updated financial information whenever you want, with all your accounts in one place. Monitor your progress so you can feel more confident about your financial future and focus on what's important in your life. Don't wait. Reach out and change your financial future today.
Okay, so that was fun. I think that worked. I did throw up a little BayRock Financial there. I could get scolded by my compliance department. Both of my compliance departments, the one at BayRock Financial, which is a fiduciary investment advisory firm that has a compliance officer that is a real piece of work. Actually, I'm the compliance officer at BayRock. It's my company. But at U of H, they have some compliance too, and I'm probably not supposed to be throwing up any ads for my company, but my company sponsors the course, so I did that. Oops. Okay, so the iMax or the iPad Max 22, that's this 2022 model iPad that I'm using. It's so cool. Like, it plugs right into ECAMM Live. So anything I want to show on this bad boy, I can just jump in and show. Like, for example, photos would like to access. Okay, yes, you can do whatever. I was just going to grab a video. Yeah, let's do this. I hope. So Maddie learned Now, here's the part I got to be careful of. I don't know if that is playing the audio, but Maddie, what am I doing here? Maddie learned how to ride her bicycle last weekend, and that was me in our Lexus. That's Caleb. He really taught Maddie how to ride her bicycle. I kept trying and she didn't understand me very well. But when he showed her the same things I was showing her, she picked it up and she got it like immediately. And so we spent most of the day, Sunday last week, at Stephen F. Austin State Park. And she was enjoying her time on the bicycle. So then late in the day, when Dad got off work, he came to pick her up and he wanted to see her ride her bike. So I jumped in the Lexus, stood on the passenger seat, and took some video with my iPhone. It was kind of fun. That's where we live, right there in the background. That's my car. That's actually, no, that was Jamal's car, the white one, because obviously I was in mine. So anyway, that was fun. Maddie, one thing I think I might try showing you if I can is Maddie, well, I can't really find it, but her very first bike ride was, the first time she rode solo, I got it on film. I can't find it. There's too many things in here. But, oh, there's some fun pictures. Sienna, if you're watching this, I should just show some cool pictures. Anyway, that's not what I'm doing. What was I doing? Back to work. Okay, so the Fifine Mic, already checked that. Looks like my thingy froze up here. Oh, that one doesn't move. This one moves. So yeah, that moves. Okay, so I got to remember to do that. Non-moving, moving. Does this one move? Yes, this is the one I generally just have running all the time to remind my students that that we're live streaming, which I'm doing right now. And anyone who's watching this is probably going, "What are you doing?" And I apologize for that, but I'm doing my tech check. And I will go back and watch these videos and just see how they came out on the channels that I'm posting this to live. One of the problems, one of the issues is just, having a good connection, so I have to test it. Speakers, I'm not really, I am hearing. So when I play music, I hear it in my MacBook speakers, and that's good. I have the feedback setting finally corrected. I need to fix my background music buttons because they're obviously not quickly available, but I did find them. Tried out all of these transitions, I think, anyway. Let me see, what other transitions do I want? I've got the links. Yes, I think that's the one I wanted. Pretty sure. And then there is this. So these are new. uhzoom.com. That'll take you right to the Zoom meeting link. So when you get ready to join our Zoom meeting, if you're a student in the course, you'll be in the waiting room and you'll see a little video when you get there. In fact, I wonder what would happen if I'm going to try something. I'm going to add a new tab here, and I'm going to go to uhzoom.com, and I'm going to hit go, and that takes me automatically to the Zoom room. So now let me get this out of here. Oops, don't need that. So now I'm going to sign in to start. Now what happens when I hit that? This is cool. I just did this today. I just figured out. Oh, look at that. Sign in. No, I don't want to do that. I guess if I go to, before I did it on, come on, what am I doing here? I'm stuck somewhere. There we go. earlier today, I opened on that iPad, I just opened a Chrome tab, and it took me right to the Zoom launch. And I guess I was logged in to Zoom. So you have to do that first. I'm not going to do that right now. But when you do log into Zoom and hit that link for our Zoom meeting, you're going to get a little video message that says you're in the waiting room. And so that was kind of fun. It has to be under 30 megabytes. That's a pretty tiny video, but I made it short, and that it just repeats. Okay, everything's good. Transitions. By the way, this is the color transition that I wanted to make sure worked. That works fine. And the thinking man, he's there. He's always there. He's there whenever I need him. I know right where he is. The race car, and that's not in the list, but it's a fun one to have. I've got all kinds of transitions, but I'm going to just not mess with them right now. So what else? Let's see. Day one outline. We've got... So we will cover this stuff in class. We'll actually cover this stuff in class. And we've already done the important links. Boom, bada boom, bada boom. And what else? I think one of the things I do want to do is why I love Schwab. I just wanted one more check here, and I'm going to do this.
Financial planning is different for everyone, 100%. Whether you're a self-starter, wanting to do it on your own, or if you need help, it's all about the client. That was something that I really liked about TD Ameritrade. So when I got the news that we were bought by Schwab, it was just like, oh, what does this mean for our clients?
I hate change, so I'm thinking, what? I have to change everything? Is this going to be a lot of work?
Because it's a very personal thing. People get crazy about their money.
I can remember my mom sitting at the kitchen counter, and she had her checkbook in front of her, and she had all the bills. And I just remember her crying. There was something deep inside me that kind of welled up like, I want to do whatever I can to have a secure financial future for our children. And neither my husband nor myself really knew how to do that.
I've always been a saver. Being in my own business as a still photographer, you really learn to manage your finances, because who's going to care about your investments and your future more than you?
TD Ameritrade to Schwab.
There was definitely a little bit of heartburn at first.
I was impressed with just how reliable and custom the service was.
That's in large part because the average tenure of a financial consultant at Schwab is over 12 years. That's insane. That's 12 years of building trust with a client.
That's huge for us.
Another big concern, the thinkorswim trading platform. It's definitely the crown jewel of TD Ameritrade.
The speed in which an individual investor can trade. How is it so fast?
Schwab was very hot off the press to say that's not going anywhere.
By merging the two companies, it continues to keep costs down for investors and gives us great technology. Win-win.
When it came to trading at TD Ameritrade, that's where our bread and butter was. But in our financial planning, there were a lot of gaps. These are things that Schwab understood and helped with. No matter where you're at as a client, Schwab has solutions for you, and now I can say we have solutions for you. There's no other firm out there that can be everything that a client really needs and make sure that the client has a great experience through all of it.
TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab.
Together,
I really do think we're going to be unstoppable.
I know that Schwab will help us get from where we are to where we want to be.
great tech, great service. Now it's one company.
One place, and it's Charles Schwab.
This is the reason we invest with Charles Schwab.
I'm a customer. Customer for life.
So that was my Schwab commercial. Actually, it was a Schwab commercial. Schwab purchased TD Ameritrade. Quick story before I hit the stop button here. But by the way, what you're looking at there is the Thinkorswim. It's on this iPad, in fact, but it's really powerful on my MacBook. But this is the tool I use for trading options and for trading and managing portfolios. And to be able to use that with an institution like Charles Schwab, I can't even tell you how thankful I am to be able to have my company, BayRock Financial, work with Schwab. Now, Schwab isn't my boss. There's nobody at Schwab that tells me what to do. I am completely an independent fiduciary advisor. But if you think about like Bernie Madoff had his own, he custodied the money for his clients on his own. So the reports that his clients got, he created those out of thin air. And if you're with somebody like Charles Schwab or Fidelity or any, good custodian, that's what Schwab is for me, is a custodian. They custody all of our assets for our clients. So you get their reports in addition to my reports. But long story just to say, when I started BayRock back in 2019, I tried to get on with TD Ameritrade because I love TD Ameritrade. I was one of their retail customers for a long time, and I love TD Ameritrade. But I was too small to get on with TD, so they basically said no. And then I had the opportunity, because I was working with a small firm in Houston for a while, actually a couple of firms, in order to get to really learn everything I wanted to learn about doing investment management and managing my own business. I went to work for some small firms around Houston, RIAs, registered investment advisory firms. And in doing that, I got to know, they were all custodying with Charles Schwab. So I got to know some of the folks at Schwab, and they liked me and they trusted me. So when I started my little company, BayRock, they said, yes, we'll let you work with us. And you can't imagine how, it was like, I love Charles Schwab. I used to be a State Farm agent. And as a State Farm agent, you probably don't know this, it was a great gig. I love State Farm. But there was the number one product that we sold was auto insurance. And if you ever have a chance to watch your agent or someone in your agent's office do a quote for car insurance, you'll see there's like 100 screens, and each screen has like 20 fields. And then you do a quote and you give it to a client as a proposal. Here, buy your insurance from me. The problem is it's never, that price that you quote is never, ever going to be correct. It's always going to go to the underwriter, and they're going to find 3 or 4 mistakes. They're also going to find information that we don't have access to in the agency. All that to say, I hated doing auto quotes. I paid my team to do auto quotes. They were very, very good at it. I hired good people. I paid them well with good benefits, and we had a great team. But I did not know. I literally could not do an auto quote on my own. I would just smile. If you came in my office and let's say it was a day after a holiday and all the team was off and we were just open just to be, to take payments or whatever, I might run the agency myself. But I did not know how to do so many things in my State Farm agency. And frankly, I was pretty proud of that, because the things I did know how to do that were critical for the agent to do, I was able to do those things very well. And my team, they were very good at their job. Here's the thing, though, about Schwab. There is nothing in my business today at BayRock that I don't know how to do. And the reason for that is because Schwab makes it easy. And I worked on Wall Street at Morgan Stanley in the wealth management department. And you weren't allowed, as a financial advisor at Morgan Stanley, you were not allowed to do like 98% of the service stuff that needed to be done. You had to create like a work order for the support team to do. And then there was all these delays and pieces of the puzzle that didn't get synced up. And it was a nightmare for me. It was just a nightmare. And Morgan Stanley was the best wealth management firm on Wall Street. I think they still are. But golly, you do not want to work in that bureaucratic machine. Today, I'm an independent fiduciary advisor. I get to negotiate the price with my clients. It's the best job I ever had. And one of the things I really love about it is being able to work with Schwab and they make everything I do so easy that I can do all of it. It's awesome. And they have great tools. And so that was that. Now let's see, what else do we need to talk about? well, we don't need to talk about anything. What else do I need to pay attention to? I think I've got it. I think we're good. I think I'm ready. Now I got to go check this stuff. I'm going to go 40 minutes. I've been yabbering on for 40 minutes. I hope you didn't watch all of this. It could be quite the, waste of time. It wasn't a waste of my time, though, because I needed to get all this stuff checked out. So I think, again, I'm thinking, and I think I'm ready to hit the stop button. So there's a button right here. It's called the finish button.